Chat, how we doing tonight? First game for, let me fix this real quick. I don't know what the hell this is. But first game for LAFC in the Concacaf Champions Cup 2026. They take on Real España tonight in the first leg of this series. They'll play again next week, which, you know, we'll talk about if they should win. I mean, I think they should. I don't know what is going on with these ads. Used to not be an issue. There we go. I don't know what's happening with this. Anyway, but this is the first leg of LAFC. This is the new tenure, new manager taking the helm in his first official match in 2026, Marc Dos Santos. And there are a lot of expectations for this team in 2026, regardless on how you feel. They went and attacked the offseason and upgrading their roster. This is going to be a big test tonight to see how they play and how well they will do under the new leadership of Marc Dos Santos. And it's also we get to see Son Heung-min play for the first time for LAFC since November, if I'm not mistaken, which is crazy. 3 months, crazy offseason in MLS. But that will be over with soon. Hope you guys are having a great night. If you haven't already, please make sure you guys like this stream down below. It helps us out. Share with a friend. Also, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. We are 160 subscribers away from 12,000, getting closer and closer. And we have a lot of content on the way. We have our Eastern and Western Conference prediction videos dropping in the next 2 days. You guys aren't going to want to miss that. So make sure you hit the little bell notification so you guys never miss any of our videos. Mr. says, hi, Will. Hi, chat. Hey, I appreciate you for being on, Mr. I know it's very late over in the UK. Appreciate you being up and watching. He said, flued up, been on all day, in bed all day, can't physically sleep anymore. So I thought I'd join. I appreciate it, my friend. Hope you get to feeling better. Angus says, hi, hello, Will. YouTube is fully up in time. Yeah, I was a little concerned at first because YouTube was having some issues. Why is it doing this? I don't know what's going on with that. I guess we'll keep it at this size. Yeah, but YouTube was having some issues, so I'm glad that they have got this fixed up. William Mayer says, hi, Will. How you doing, bro? Let's go LAFC. Where are you guys streaming the game? I'm not streaming the game. It's on FS2. I'm just doing this is a watch along. If you're new, we watch the game together. We keep up with the score together. We break it down together. Luis says, first game in 2.5 months, watching to see what Inter Miami can expect Saturday. Yeah, I mean, they are going to play Inter Miami on Saturday. We're also going to be doing a watch along for that as well. This is the first watch along we've done since MLS Cup in December. It's been over 2 months since we have done a watch along. And if you guys haven't watched a live stream I've done since then, not a watch along, but it's a normal live stream. This is like a new format, new setup, new camera angle. I like it pretty well. And it should be exciting. I need to actually pull up the game myself so I can watch this. I need to actually pull it up on the other screen so I can, let me get this pulled up. You move this over here. Get this pulled up so we can watch the game together. I'm excited. And also I want to talk about the lineup real quick too. Curious what you guys think. Do you think that LAFC are going to win this match? We always do that. What is your score prediction for this match? LAFC versus Real España. LAFC, Son Heung-min, Denny Bouanga, all traveling to Honduras for this match, which is kind of funny when you think about it. So Concacaf's Son Heung-min going to Honduras was not on my bingo card. But that's what's happening tonight, and they are going to go to Honduras and take on a team who is in form. This is their first official match of the 2026 season. What is your score prediction for tonight's match? I'm curious what you think. The lineup looked a little weird tonight. I'm not going to lie to you. There, I think Segura. Now they obviously they put the lineup, the starting 11. It doesn't always look the same as what they put the formation on. Um, Sometimes they're a little off with that. Let me turn this down. So I'm not sure exactly if they're going to be playing with five in the back like they did last year because they don't have a left wing back like like Smolyakov or Ryan Hollingshead in the starting 11. Not that I saw, but we will see. We will see what they end up playing, what formation. And it looks like Nashville SC just won 2-0 over Ottawa, which is interesting. Nashville SC is very good. I didn't get a chance to watch this game. I had to do some stuff. I'll make sure to check out the highlights of that later. But LAFC are not starting Boudry. I don't know if he doesn't have his visa yet or not. They are starting Estacio, the loanee from Porto. We'll see what he can do. They have Tillman, Estacio, and Delgado starting in the midfield. They have Palencia, Tafari, Portras, and Segura starting at on the back line. And then they have Son Heung-min at striker, Denny Bwanga left wing, David Martinez right wing. So I'll be curious to see what happens with now. Like I said, the opponent they're playing tonight is not anything to worry about. You know, I mean, they should handle Real España pretty easily. I mean, if they don't, there's a huge red flag, something to be concerned about. I'm just going to be curious to see what they look like out of the gate. I'm a little surprised they're not trying some stuff out, though. I will be honest about that. Okay, so let's see what you guys said. Sorry, I'll read the comments. I switched screens, so I got my StreamYard on the right side instead of the left side now. Let's see. Luis says 4-1 LAFC. Mr. says if you're out of the United States, Concacaf YouTube channel to watch the game. Let's see. Harry says bring the baby and a dog into the watch along. You get more views. I can't. The baby's asleep. My dog, she's too hyper, I would say, to be in here for that long. Hi, new to MLS in general. I'm glad you stopped by to join us for the watch along. Angus says 3-1 LA. And Jane says, there goes Atletico Ottawa losing to Nashville SC. Let's see where to watch it on. You watch on FS2 if you're in the United States. I think it's on Univision as well. And then if you're outside the United States, you can watch it on the YouTube channel, like Mr. said. Anyone have a sketchy link for this game? I don't know. I don't have any sketchy links. Luis says the LA combo, 2 goals each. Mr. says 2-1 LA. And FOTMob is showing Sonny on the left and Bwanga as a 9. Let me check. Let me see what FOTMob. I'm going off of what they posted on their X account. Let me see real quick. Let me pull it up on another because it's going to mess it up with the score on the background if I look it up on this one. Let me see real quick. FOTMob. All right, let's see. Yeah, they got Denny at striker. So the only difference that I'm seeing versus what LAFC put out is they got Segura playing center back, Safari playing left back. That's opposite according to LAFC, and they got Sonny playing on the left side, and they have Bwanga playing up top, which I don't think that's going to happen. Very confusing lineup. I mean, not that they really need to do anything too crazy, but I really thought we would see. I thought we would see Boudry, and I don't even see him on the bench right now. Let's see. Yeah, he must not have his work visa yet to be able to play in this game. So that's interesting. So let me give you my score prediction. I think tonight's game is not going to be anything crazy. I think it's going to be probably 2-0. I think LAFC is going to be the better team. I think they're going to look a little rusty because this is their first official match of the 2026 season. I think that they will win 2-0. I think that Son Heung-min will definitely have a goal, and I think that Denny Bwanga will have a goal, which is that's what happened all 2025 season that these two played together. They were scoring goals left and right. I think they scored like 19 goals in 11 matches or something crazy like that. There was a point in time where they were rotating hat tricks, right? I mean, they were just completely unstoppable. Yeah, okay. So Boudry does not have his visa yet. Okay. Well, that makes sense. They needed hopefully that he's able to get that as soon as possible. There's a lot of hype behind Boudry, and I'm curious to see if he's as good as people make him out to be. Interesting article today on The Athletic on U.S. under 15 men's soccer level. Everyone should read as it shows how the sport is growing, the level is growing. Yeah, I mean, no one ever questions the potential or what this could be. It's more of how long is it going to take? What are they doing to speed it up? So that's always been the main question for me. And it looks like they're about to start this game. They're on the MLS time where they're delayed. That's what they're doing right now. They're delayed. Usually takes team 2 to 3 weeks into the season to fully shake the rust off. Lots of transferred soccer players have not get their work papers processed yet. Yeah, I don't know what the comparison is between getting your work visa in the United States versus other countries like in Europe or South America, but it does feel like in the United States it does take a little bit longer. Bertarame has been officially announced for Inter Miami for almost 3 weeks now, and he still doesn't have his work visa. And he's played a couple games for them in South America, some friendlies. He's playing a couple games for Inter Miami, and he doesn't even have his work visa yet. So that is interesting. That is very interesting. Usually takes 2 to 3 weeks in the season to fully shake the rust off. Our LAFC favorites. Yeah, LAFC are definitely the favorites. I'm very excited to see this. I don't know about you guys. I'm very excited for MLS. It's still weird to me that the Champions League starts before the regular season. That just doesn't really make a lot of sense, but it is what it is. And this is going to happen first. It just sucks that the tournament that matters most starts before the regular season. But it is what it is. We'll see. We will see what happens, and we'll see who if MLS can have a team win it all this year. It's been since 2022 that they've had a team win Concacaf Champions Cup. But this, to me, is the most important trophy in North America. It's more important than MLS Cup. It's more important than the Supporters Shield, the U.S. Open Cup, the Liga MX Clausura or Apertura trophies. This is way more important than that. That's more important to me than those trophies. Way more important. MLS needs to do something about this lengthy process to obtain visa or whatever it is they need. I agree with that. LAFC should 100% be favorites. They definitely are the favorites. They definitely are the favorites in this game. That's for sure. They're definitely the favorites in this game. And guys, if you haven't already, make sure you guys hit the like button down below. We're at 20 likes. Let's try to get to 100 likes on the stream. Smash the like button if you haven't already. It helps us out. Also, subscribe to the channel. I mentioned earlier, we're 160 subscribers away from 12,000. So freaking close. And we have all this great content coming out in the next couple of days. I mean, there's a lot of stuff coming out. A lot of prediction videos. The Eastern Conference predictions and the Western Conference predictions will be out in the next 2 days. And then we're going to have a season preview overall for Major League Soccer that's dropping on Friday with Fabian Rankel, my good friend. So you guys aren't going to want to miss any of that. Make sure you guys subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss any of that content. We're very close to kicking off. Very close to kicking off. Pretty packed stadium too. Let's see if LAFC look any different under Marc Dos Santos. This is the first game the LAFC have a new manager since 2021. My prediction for the score is 2-0. 2-0 LAFC. All right, we're underway. Ernest says it's going to be interesting to see D Martinez on the right side. Hope this helps. Yeah, he's playing as an inverted winger in this game. Angus says got tickets for the MLS season opener in St. Louis on Saturday. There's a 50% chance of snow. Well, that'll be interesting if it does snow. What ends up happening? You'll have to let me know how that goes. If it ends up snowing, how crazy that is. One thing that I'm looking for in this game too, and I think Nick of Voices of Black and Gold is going to join us at halftime. One thing I'm looking for in this game, Porches to Palencia, Martinez. Ooh, was he taken down? Penalty. Wow. Penalty 50 seconds in. Penalty 50 seconds in. All right, who's taking this? Is it going to be Denis? I think it probably will because Son Heung-min is not a selfish guy. Hell, they might even let David Martinez take it, even though he's not a very good penalty taker. Oh my God, this might be worse. Did he hold on? Did he flop? Let me see. I can't see. Let's see. No, no, okay, yeah, that's definitely a penalty. I couldn't tell if he clipped him with his leg or yeah, oh yeah, he definitely clipped him. 100%. All right, penalty. 50 seconds in could get out of hand. All right, who's taking this? Is it going to be Bouanga or is it going to be David Martinez or Sonny? Okay, looks like Sonny's going to take this, or maybe he's not. He's got the ball. Okay, Denis got the ball. I don't like Denis taking the penalties. I don't think he's a good penalty taker. They should let Sonny take them. I think he's a better penalty taker than I think he's the best penalty taker on the team. Yeah, the reason why I thought it could have been a dive is because I couldn't see him clip his heel at the one angle, and it looked like he had a delay fall. All right, let's see if Denny Bouanga can open his account. The guy who is rumored to be leaving all off season long. Also, too, guys, I'll say this: this is a Tuesday game. If LAFC run away with this, like let's say it's 3-4 at halftime, don't be surprised if they do make a lot of substitutions to preserve the energy and for the season opener against Inter Miami. All right, Denis steps up, scores it, right side. All right, LAFC's up 1-0 over Real España. First front flip of the season. David Martinez is throwing me off without his afro that he's had the last couple years. He's got the short hair with the blonde dye. Did I see that YouTube was down? Yeah, I did see it was down for a little bit. There was a chance we wouldn't have been able to do the stream tonight if it was down for too long, but it was up back in time for the watch along, so we're good to go. Yeah, Bouanga, that was a good strike. This could get ugly. But if we're being honest, this should get ugly, right? I mean, the Central American talent or the money that these teams have is not nearly as much as MLS or Liga MX. They should run away with this game, but they're in preseason, so you just never know. And if you guys watch any of my videos about LAFC, I was disappointed with this offseason. I still think they really need to add some help in the back line and some depth at the midfield position, and I think they could have done better than Boudry. They have a DP spot open, and they elected to go with the 4U22 model, which doesn't make any sense to me. Limits what you can do. So I think they should have definitely tried to. Maybe they do this summer, but I wish they would have really put all their chips on the table now, kind of like what Inter Miami's done, and try to win Concacaf Champions Cup now. Try to be the best possible team you can be right now, rather than in the summertime. So a little disappointing, but it is what it is. Oof. Foul on Denny Bouanga. Ooh, that looks a little soft. Looks a little soft. Yeah, it is 1-0 already. I'm interested to see what they look like without Dolo. Yeah, I'm interested too. There's not really that much of a difference so far, even though it does kind of look like right now they're playing defensively a 4-2-3-1. They got Sonny kind of higher up than they've got Tillman, Denis, and Martinez kind of at the same level, and they've got Sonny playing higher up. Are you guys excited for the MLS season this weekend? It's hard to believe it's already here. Off season is just so long. I mean, even if you were an MLS Cup final The offseason started for the entire league December the 7th, if I'm not mistaken, was MLS Cup final day. So December 7th, MLS Cup final, and then we're off for 2.5 months almost. And like I said, some of these teams have been out for almost 3 months. LAFC will have went almost 3 months. Will have went out with that. They will have went 3 months without playing an MLS game when they play their first match this Saturday. It will be 3 months they play their last game. Porches, Valencia looking for David Martinez. Can get to it. Goes out of bounds for LAFC throw-in. That's definitely a 4-2-3-1. Yeah. See, I hate when they put out these formations, man, the lineups, because it's just not what they're actually doing. It's not what they're actually doing. Eustáquio, someone was trying to say he's going to be the best midfielder in MLS. I mean, it's only been 7 minutes, but I haven't really noticed him yet. I mean, if the defensive midfielder is the best midfielder in the league, then something's wrong. If he's the best midfielder in the league, something's wrong. Yes, Eustáquio is starting tonight for LAFC. Valencia throws it in to Tillman. Eustáquio. Eustáquio to Tillman. Tillman to Delgado. Bad pass by Delgado. Very bad pass by Delgado. Segura. Oh, out of bounds. Going to be a throw in for LAFC. Almost 3 back with Valencia. Push up to midfield area when in possession. I mean, first game in travel, we'll have to see how the game shapes out as they start getting more into form. I want to sack the board. Says we are so back. It is nice. I'm so happy to have it back. It's been a long off season. It's been a long off season. This is the last full year we have, though, of this calendar. It's the last full year of this current calendar. Oh, Porches to Denis. Looking for Sonny, but it's deflected. Cleared by Real España. Who's hobbling? David Martinez pass out wide to Valencia. A little too much on it. Goes out of bounds for a Real España throw in. Sonny deserves better. I'm telling you, man, I got so much flack for what I said, but it's true. This offseason was very disappointing. Now, that's not to say they're not going to be a good team. Of course, they're going to be good, but they could have been better. But a lot of fans are upset with me saying that because it's the new season. They want to believe, but that they have a chance. They do have a chance, but they could have been better. So excited for the season, schedule change, and they still haven't confirmed the new divisions. Surge Sports says, then you see Inter Miami spending loads. I think it's pronounced the same way as Madrid. Real España. They got Hugo Lloris back, though, which is nice. He signed, I think, a 1-year deal. So they have him back, which they desperately need, but because the back line is just not reliable. Okay, Sonny's got the ball. Sonny's dribbling up the field. He's looking for Denis. Denis making the run, but he doesn't pass it. Sonny, beautiful pass to David Martinez. Clinical, beautiful. Oh my God, that's beautiful. What a goal by David Martinez. Assist by Son Heung-min. Wow. And there's even LAFC fans down in Honduras. Awesome. That was a beautiful finish. Was that David Martinez or was that Carlos Vela with the left foot? That was beautiful. Good pass from Sonny. I thought maybe, there was like 3 defenders kind of clamping down on. What a beautiful pass. He was onside. Let me see. I can't. That's not really a good angle to see if he's onside. He looked onside to me. They're not really giving us good angles to see if he was officially onside, but my God, what a finish by David Martinez. to open up his 2026 season, who they are counting on. This is kind of a make or break year for David Martinez. They have had him for this will be his third year. They're looking for him to finally take a step in the right direction and prove that he is as talented as they originally thought. And he needs to be consistent. Next year, sprint season, then actual season. J League currently doing a sprint season. They changed their schedule in August. I wish we were doing that. Delgado back to Safari. You know, my 2-0 predictions kind of aging like milk unless they just hold pat. Real España, just do something crazy. God, that was a bad pass by Tillman. Weak pass. God, this midfield is terrible. It's terrible. Denis, Tillman, Sonny turns. No one there. No one was there. He should have shot it, but he was looking to lay it off to David Martinez, but no one was there. Rocky, what's up, my friend? Glad you could join us tonight. Breakout season for Martinez. It could happen. It could finally click for him if he gets to play significant minutes in 2026 and put it all together. He's talented. No one's questioning that. But he has, it's never been about his skill. It's always been about up here. Can he be composed? Can he not get derailed and play with confidence and just put it all together? And we'll see if he can do that in 2026. God, Tillman is so bad. He just got Segura absolutely destroyed right there with that terrible pass. Did you see Madrid versus Benfica? I did not see Madrid versus Benfica today. I did not see that. Oof. Bad pass by Tillman to Sonny, but they're able to recover. David Martinez pass out wide to Palencia. Palencia cleared outside for a corner for LAFC. They got David Martinez taking the corner. Last year they had Sonny, I think, taking all the corners for them. So it's interesting to see David Martinez taking these corners. We're 14 minutes in. It's 2-0. LAFC over Real España. David Martinez taking the corner. David Martinez. It's volleyed, cleared. Stakio passes it back to David Martinez. Miss hit by David Martinez. Going to be a throw in for Real España. Am I worried for Tillman because am I worried for the USMNT because of Tillman? I don't think he's going to play for the USMNT. Like I don't think he's going to call up or anything. So I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it, honestly. Oh, out of bounds. LAFC looked pretty good so far, 15 minutes in, but there's a couple spots where you're just like, man, that does not look any better than last year. Midfield is very, very suspect. I think the midfield is not a bright spot. Denis looking for Sonny. Weak pass. Able to be cleared out by Real España. Be a throw in for LAFC. Ernest says Estacio is going to help so much controlling the pace and ball movement. He will. I do think he's going to be good. I think he'll be better than Igor Jesus. I think he'll be better than Chouanier, but I just don't know if he's enough. Good pass. Palencia looking for Sonny, but too hard of a touch. Want to share that goal of David Martinez. Uh-oh. Palencia passes it back, cleared out by Hugo Lloris. Beautiful goal. Stacchio looking for Denis. It was deflected, but he's able to get to it. Left side alone, 4 defenders back. Bouanga. Another penalty? No way. I don't know if that was a penalty. Let me see. I couldn't see. There's too many people between him and the ball. I couldn't see. Good God. 2 penalties in 17 minutes would be nuts. Yeah, he's onside. Let's see. That looked clean to me, honestly. It looked like it was all ball. I don't know if that was a penalty. I don't know if that's a penalty. I don't know, guys. I think that was clean. What do you guys think? Is that a penalty? They're going to look at it on VAR, but that did not look like a penalty to me. Looks like they're already going to have a substitution 18 minutes in. When's the last time you've seen a substitution in a game when someone wasn't hurt or got a red card to change the formation? When's the last time you saw someone do that? I mean, he clipped his leg, but he got the ball too. I don't know if that's a penalty. Denis blocked the defender from touching the ball. Yeah, that was a good ball from Estacchio. I don't think that's a penalty, honestly. I think the David Martinez foul was more of a penalty. Obviously, it was a penalty, but that one was more blatant than this. I think that that was all ball. Like, I don't think that that's a penalty. He's taking his time on it, though, but I guess if it's not conclusive, they'll call it a penalty. Oh, he says this game is a joke. Yeah, I mean, it's a competition. I mean, it's not. It shouldn't be. It should be a joke. It shouldn't even be close. Keep in mind, there's another leg of this. I mean, the way this game's going, I don't even know if there'll be any starters playing in the next match on Tuesday. This game could be 5-0. This is a tough one for the ref, but I don't think maybe it's not conclusive enough to where they'll just keep the play. They'll keep the call up. But looking from the angle they just showed, it looked like it was ball first. Mr. Mister says Wes Brown for Sunderland. Martin O'Neill subbed him in on 20 minutes. He only started him as a punishment for being hungover. Wow. Yeah, it's a penalty. So I guess Denny Bouanga is going to get his brace already. Unless Sonny's going to take this one. I guess Son Heung-min's going to take this one. Sonny's got a chance to open his account for the 2026 season. Could be 3-0, 21 minutes in. All right, Son Heung-min. Let's see. Up to take the penalty. Sony. Luis Lopez used to play in MLS, I'm pretty sure. Sony. Oh, converts it left side. 3-0 LAFC. Wow. 3-0 LAFC over Real España. Tell you what, the second half could be wholesale changes, guys. Honduran teams are so bad. Yeah, I mean it should be bad though. That's another thing of why Concacaf is kind of a joke. It's a two league team or two league Champions League. Liga MX and MLS. All the other teams aren't very good. They're not very good. So that's why Copa Libertadores is such a big deal for MLS and Liga MX if they can join, because the competition is so much better from top to bottom. I mean, honestly, playing teams like this is kind of a joke. 3-0, 22 minutes in is kind of crazy. Could be 5-0 before half, honestly. It's getting ugly. 2 penalties, though. Two penalties in the first 23 minutes is kind of, at 21 minutes is kind of crazy. Delgado. David Martinez passes it back to Tafari. Not a good game to watch. Well, that is true. That it's obviously not the way you would want to start. I think Real España actually did really good last year in 2025. I think they were. Oh, nice pass from Stacchio. Wow, Sony makes a guy fall. He's lay it off. Denis. Oh my god! Oh my god, dude, that ball by Stacchio was nuts. Holy shit, that was crazy. That was beautiful. Let me see if I can see that replay on that. See that replay on that pass from Stacchio to Denis Bouanga. Let's see. Excuse me, to Sony. There's a beautiful pass from Stacchio to Son Heung-min. Nice touch by Sonny too. God, what a blowout. 4-0 and 24 minutes in is nuts. I mean, can they score? Do you think they could score 10? Or are they going to have a mercy game? Should they score 10 on them? I mean, this is bad. This is really bad. Low key kind of fun though. It's not fun for the Honduran team, for Real España. Got to play you 10-second delay. Leave Sony out of this. It's Stacchio him. He might be. He might be him. I didn't notice him the first 5 or 6 minutes, but now he's. It's pretty sad when the defensive midfielder is your best creator in the midfield. Estacchio really might be him. If Estacchio keeps doing stuff like that, LA will make a permanent deal in the summer. It maybe, but it's like the only problem with that is Mister. If they do buy him, it's going to be 7 million euros. That's his purchase option, and that would make him a DP. I mean, he's good, but it's hard to really sign a DP 6 in MLS. Sony. Does Real España even have a shot yet? I don't even think they have a shot in this game. Yo, I tell you what, Saturday's game might be crazy, especially if Messi don't play. Lays it off to Denis. Does he get his hat trick? Passes it back. Oh, no. Oh, God. Listen, Denis has the speed. He can score, but his playmaking is terrible. And sometimes his one-on-one dribbling is bad. Like he's got deficiencies, obviously, but like right there, I just don't think he's good at he's not good at creating chances or crossing. It's not his game. I believe a DP6 if we have two DP forwards. I mean, I think they need a creator. Honestly, I do think that they should. I mean, they have Estacio on loan for the rest of the year as a non-DP. I think they should try to still sign a DP10. It's a good pass. Real España crosses it. Oof. Real España with their first corner of the night. LAFC really haven't been challenged too much. I do remember actually that Hugo Lloris had one save, so they did have at least one shot, but really haven't been challenged tonight so far, the back line for LAFC. Luis says, honestly, this is why Leagues Cup in some ways is better competition. All these weird teams from Honduras, Guatemala, and so diminish the CCC quality where Leagues Cup is arguably much better quality. Yeah, but the problem is that Leagues Cup is not a better tournament because the winner of Leagues Cup gets to play in this tournament. So they've already told us that Leagues Cup isn't better than the Concacaf Champions Cup. So I know what you're saying, and I don't necessarily disagree that top to bottom, it's better, but this is more fair because it's a road and away game. Excuse me, home and away, not road and away. Home and away game or format that gives both teams a chance to play at home. And it's the best teams in both leagues, not every team in both leagues. Porches looking for Palencia. Too much on the pass. Out of bounds, going to be a throw in for Real España. Sony has done its part. It's time for them to take a back seat. Let's use all the substitutes to see who is better. I feel bad for the fans. They probably thought, maybe it'd be a little more competitive. Normally, MLS teams struggle with travel games like this. They don't normally play good on the road. It doesn't matter if Liga MX, Honduras. Honduras is further south than Mexico, obviously. So this is a further traveled game for LAFC, and they're playing very, very well. I'm going to look this up real quick about Real España. If I'm not mistaken, 2025, they had a pretty decent showing, if I'm not mistaken, in the 2025 Concacaf Champions Cup. Let's see. Maybe they didn't make it the Concacaf Champions Cup in 2025. Maybe it was 2026, but I thought they did. Let's see. I guess they didn't. LAFC in this match alone scored one more penalty than Inter Miami did the entire 2025 season. Yeah, Inter Miami didn't get a lot of penalties last year or in 2024. I'm watching the MLS moves. Man, appreciate you for joining us. Nashville's attack should be elite. Yeah, I'll be curious to see what you guys think about my predictions tomorrow for the Eastern Conference. See if you guys agree or disagree. Won't give anything away, but Curious to see what you guys think about those. Not sure if it's going to drop tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time or 6 p.m. I want to say I'll probably drop it at 1 p.m. Drop it kind of early. Messi, are you watching? Yeah, I'm curious to see if Messi's going to play on Saturday. I mean, there's a good chance he doesn't. So if Messi doesn't play on Saturday, I think that LAFC might have this one. Maybe. 32 minutes in, 4-0 LAFC over Real España. Now, I did mention earlier that some players, they might take some guys out in the second half because the lead so much, but honestly, they might leave them in just to get some more minutes and be in form because it is technically still preseason for MLS. Ball too far out wide, goes out of bounds for a LAFC goal kick. It's not just it's 4-0, it's that LAFC deserved to be up 4-0. Yeah, I wouldn't say that it's luck based at all. I mean, the two penalties obviously were just bad mistakes, decisions by Real España, but I do agree with what you're saying. Bertarame, I think Bertarame will probably get his work visa by then. Tillman out wide. Bouanga looking for Sonny. Terrible pass. Cleared out. Out of bounds. Going to be an LAFC throw in. Yeah, he hasn't got his visa yet, but he still has time. It's only Tuesday. He could get it last. He could literally get it Saturday. Stuff like that's happened before. Porches. Tillman. No, sorry, David Martinez. Porches. Estacchio. Tillman. Stacchio is a beautiful passer so far. Looks really good. Bouanga. Cuts right. God, Bouanga might have 200 shots next year. Nah, maybe not 200. That's too many. Bouanga probably, I think Bouanga might set an MLS record for most shots in 2026. When USL get their first division, will they automatically be the third best league in Concacaf? Uh, probably. Probably. Maybe. I'm not sure, honestly. Their USL is probably would be the third best league. But I don't think there should be two separate leagues in the same country playing in the Champions League. I don't think that's. I mean, could you imagine if there were championship teams playing in UEFA? Oof. Stacchio has been the star of the first half. I tell you what, Espana, they look like an amateur team. They look like this is the first time they ever played a professional team. Yeah, I know the Canadian Premier League is playing, but I don't think that should happen either, honestly. Now, if they win their Canadian championship, then they should, but I don't think they should be able to play. They're guaranteed a spot just by their league. I don't think that should be a thing. I think that should just be the Canadian championship winner and any MLS team in Canada that performs well in the regular season or performs well in the playoffs. 37 minutes, 4-0. By the way, guys, this is a late stream for me. I mean, I'm a dad now. Like I got a way different sleep schedule than I used to have. So this is a late night for me. But I'm glad we're doing it. I'm glad we're doing it because this is gonna, obviously the first. It's not the first Concacaf Champions Cup game, but it's one of the first games. And leading into the MLS season week, it's totally worth doing with you guys. So I'm gonna be cooked in the morning though. I'm gonna let you know that I'm gonna be absolutely fried. Gonna be very tired tomorrow morning. So at least it's for a fun reason, right? Ooh, ooh, far, far, far wide. I think they could score another goal before the half. I mean, they could. It's already 4-0. They definitely could. It's not a certainty that they will, but they definitely could score another goal before the half. I mean, they could score maybe two. They scored 4 goals in 21 minutes. So, or was it 20, 22, 24 minutes? 4 goals in 24 minutes. They got 7 minutes left plus added time. Anything can happen. Ooh, nice pass. Denny Wong out wide. Tillman's running. Sonny's running. Oh, Sonny got it. Weird angle. Oh, back heel goal by Tillman. 5-0. Yeah, I guess they did get another one. Good God. Sonny's got two. He's got a goal and 2 assists so far. LAFC are rolling right now. Is Real España even a professional team? Are they even a professional team? I mean, 5-0 half is crazy. Yeah. Davin Martinez balling out. Yeah, they do look like they're new to this sport. That's funny. I mean, this is about as perfect of a half. I mean, dude, I thought it was gonna be 2-0 the entire game. Not because they weren't any good, LAFC, but just because the rust. But my God, it looks like they're shaking the rust off in front of our own eyes, our very own eyes. And they got a lot of momentum heading into the Miami game. Now, the Miami game is going to be way harder, obviously, but this is a great confidence booster heading into that game from the preseason to the regular season. This is what you would want. Yeah, 5-0 even Tillman score. It's funny. That is funny. Luis says good night, guys. He's calling it. He says he's seen enough. He's seen enough. That's funny. This this game is a complete joke. No, it definitely has gotten out of hand. It's gotten out of hand really, really fast. I mean, it's honestly so sad. It's almost funny. It's the tragedy. I wonder if Real España is going to even score a single goal in this entire series. They got to play. They have to travel to LA next Tuesday and play another game. Three assists. Does Sonny have three? I thought he had two and a goal. If he's got three, he's your man of the match. Even though I will say that Estacio has had a hell of a game. They get one more before the half. Oof, bad pass by David Martinez. He lets play on. They legit might play reserve. They might play in a whole starting 11 of reserves in that second leg. Honestly, they might do that. Dupley says, "I'm going to be crying if I was wrong about Mark DeSantos." I mean, look, this team is really really bad. Real España. I mean, they're bad. Like it's not even about LAFC having a good performance. We know that they're playing very well, but my God, how bad do you have to be down 5-0 in the first half at home? Like that is just like a historic level of ass. Like that's not even a masterclass by that's not even a masterclass by Mark Sinos. That's a master ass by Real España. Oh my god. 43 minutes in, 5-0 LAFC over Real España. Oh my god, that would have been a beautiful goal. Oh my god, that would have been a banger. That would have been the goal of the night if they'd scored that. My god, that would have been beautiful. Free kick from deep for Real España. 44 minutes in, very close to halftime. I think Nick's going to join us at halftime. Oh, nice header saved by Hugo Lloris. They can't live without Sonny and Bwanga. Mister says. Angus says LAFC scores 5 goals and barely break a sweat. That's true. They have barely broken a sweat and they're up 5-0. I noticed a very high fence. Weird. Are you talking about the fans? We got 3 minutes of ad time in the first half. 3 minutes of ad time in the first half for this match. LAFC versus Real España. Michael says, I love watching Bwanga and MLS, but LAFC can buy a better, more rounded attacker for 15 to 20 mil. I mean, I honestly think they'd be better if they put Sonny out left or play him as a false nine and buy a true striker and sell Denis. Denis is good though. Like I don't want to talk bad about Denis. He is good. He leaves a lot to be desired because he can't do anything in the final third except score and have pace. His dribbling is suspect sometimes. His one-on-one attacking skills is not very good. He's not good at crossing. His passes are only behind. There are some deficiencies with his goals. If he was good at that, he wouldn't be playing in MLS. If he was good at all that stuff, he would not be playing in MLS. That's a fact. Got 2 minutes left of added time. Yeah, the round of 16 is better for MLS or for Concacaf Champions Cup for sure. Round of 16 is where things really start to pick up because the quality is better. And they used to just go in, like the MLS and Liga MX teams used to automatically advance the round of 16, but they changed it like 2 years ago to where they have the 27 teams in the first round and giving them a chance, like Real España, giving them a chance to play an MLS team or a Liga MX team. So that's why they changed it. And then there's a couple teams that just automatically advance to the next round. Cleared out of bounds. Going to be a throw in for. Oh, no. Wonga's able to get to it. Is that Segura? Segura's on the ball. Down the left side. Segura. Passes it to Tillman. Tillman falls down. No foul. Yeah, Denis is doing. He's just way too inconsistent. He does make a lot of boneheaded decisions, or he freezes. Like when he has to make a split second decision, he freezes. He's not good at making those. Oh, he's not good at making those off script decisions. All right, that's the first half. LAFC up 5-0 over Real España in the first half. All right, guys, you know we do this every single live watch along. I always ask you guys this. I want you to rate the first half performance by LAFC 1 through 10, 1 being absolute shit, 10 being absolutely perfect. Let me know what you give your first half rating for LAFC in this match. And hell, you can give me Real España's rating if you want to as well. But we all know it's probably a 0 or a negative score after that. But also, make sure you guys like the stream down below. We're almost at 50 likes. Let's try to get to 100 likes on the stream. Like the stream down below. It helps us out. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. The channel's free. We give you great MLS content. All I ask you to do is subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it. We're getting close to 12K, 160 subscribers away. Make sure you guys subscribe and hit that little bell notification so you never miss a video. We got my good friend Nick Chastain of the Voices of Black and Gold to talk about that first half for LAFC. Nick, my friend, how we doing?
Woo, son. 5-0. Like what I'm seeing, man. I got to tell you. Now, look, we're going to be honest real quick about this. Look, that team's sitting in first place in their division, but they don't have anyone over $350,000, right? So we gotta keep that in mind. However, for a first game, to see what they're looking like, to see what Mark is going to try to implement. I like what I see. The boys are pressing high. It sort of feels, a little bit different. The energy feels really good. The movement around the ball, off the ball, looks really good. And 5-0, you cannot complain. Now, what I want to see is Mark now sit these guys out because we got to worry about what's going to happen this Saturday.
Are you surprised it's 5-0?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I guess so, right? Because of how they played last year. But 1 minute and 38 seconds in, boom, we pick up a penalty with Martinez looking really good. Look, Will, I've been very critical of Martinez the last year, and I think this might be, from what I've seen so far, if again, where it's a small sample. But if this kid plays how he is looking right now, we might see the actual quality that we all know Martinez has had, but we just haven't seen it the last few years, especially under Dolo.
Yeah, Martinez has always had the talent, but I said
Yes.
earlier in the stream, this is where he was missing it at, right up here
Yes.
in the head. Like he was frustrated or got in his own way and wasn't able to put it all together. But when Sonny passed it to him and he hit it with his left foot, I damn near thought that was Carlos Vela.
I mean, look, the beautiful left foot, but I mean, and I'm not taking away from that goal at all because it was a beautiful goal, great goal. But it was the unselfishness in the way that he got into the box to pick up that foul, didn't even try to go for the ball. He knew immediately who was going to take that penalty kick. I mean, dare I say, Mark is looking to be more Bobbish than he is Dolo-ish, and I think that's a positive. But we're talking about a very small sample size. Not going to get ahead of myself, but I do like the way that the team is connecting right now.
Yeah, I would say that I'm still a little. I don't want to say skeptical, but I'm waiting to see what happens when they play a better team because they are
Oh,
obviously this is no match for them. Are
yeah.
there no so I want to see what they do again on Saturday with Miami. But I will say this: who's impressed me in this game is
Hmm.
Estacio. Dude's been
Oh,
everywhere, been pinging balls across the field. I mean, he might be he is the best passer I've seen LAFC have in the midfield in a very long time.
I mean, look, in the Voice of the Black and Gold chat, man, we were talking about it. There was the cross that we're looking for. Oh, there was that cross that we were looking for that whole time when we used to have Giroud. So, yeah, man, the guy has some great passes, and I'm liking what I'm seeing from him so far. Um, I think that we have all been very rough on this team as far as for the off season, and then there's others that feel like, if Miami wasn't doing Miami things, that LAFC would be higher on people's list of, hey, this team is actually added pieces that they needed. But again, I want to be cautious in any of these takes because we just have to be honest about the situation also, and let's just see what happens when we play the likes of a Miami or other teams that are high quality. You know what I mean?
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Saturday's gonna be a true test for this team and see how good they are. But man, they do
Yeah.
look better. They look
Oh.
pretty good so far. Sonny has, and someone pointed this out in the chat. He has 3 assists and 1 goal in this game. He's got 4 goal contributions. But can I be honest with you? This has been the quietest 4 goal contribution game I've ever seen in my life. Like it's almost so easy for him that it's almost like you don't even realize it happened.
And you've seen Denis make that one blender. He was right there. He thought about shooting and then he wanted to pass it. And you've seen he was angry with himself. I love the unselfishness that this team is having right now, which I did want to talk about that. I thought that was really great. But yeah, man. I mean, dude, we're gonna get a full year of this duo. And I seen that MLS put out a thing asking who is the best duo in the league. I don't even think that there's a question, bro. I mean, and people are going to be like, well, of course not, dude. You're biased. You're an LAFC fan. But honestly, take out that. Who is a better duo in the league than Bawanga and Sonny? Honestly, it's incredible to watch, bro.
It might be Messi and Bertarame, but I haven't seen it yet.
It's
But
not. Stop it.
right now. But listen, let's be honest. Let's call it like it is. Denis has had a couple times in this game where he's been on the ball and he doesn't know what the hell to do with it in the final third. His crosses still aren't good. He's making late passes. His pace is still very good. He still scores some, but
Mm.
he does things that makes you just shake your head and think, man, if you could just do that a little better, you could be arguably the best player in this league.
I still think he's up there. I mean, we got to
He
remember,
is up
bro.
there. He is
He
up
was
there.
at the bottom of the. He was at eighth or seventh for the Golden Boot race, and ended up being only 1 goal behind Messi to end the season. After what I think he only had 8 games or 9 games to catch up or something, which is absolutely incredible. We know that he went what hat trick, 1 goal, hat trick, 1 goal. So to catch up,
Yeah.
right? Which is absolutely incredible. And I think he's learning that he doesn't have to be the only focal point, the only one that is there, and so he's learning to be more unselfish because he doesn't have to be selfish. And I think it's just a learning curve right now, and I think that's a good thing, right? I mean, I thought the quality goal was good. His penalty kick was very strong. I liked it. I don't mind the runs. I did see the indecisiveness that you're speaking of, but it's more just getting used to the routine right now. I mean, again, dude, we're talking about the first game, right? So we'll have to see. We'll have to make that evaluation. 6, 7 games in of where he is on that, in my opinion.
Yeah, I want to read this comment real quick. Someone asked, "How did you rate LAFC so low in the offseason window?" Even if they're winning this game and looking as good as they are, I'm not changing my tune about their offseason being disappointing. I never said LAFC were going to be bad. I've never told you that even off the record on the phone,
No, you
Nick. I never
haven't.
said they were going to be bad. I just said that they could have done more to be even better. A team with Son Heung-min and Denny Bwanga is not going to be bad, but I was just saying more of they could have been even better.
I this is what I think. I think it's a mixed bag when it comes to LAFC fans on this question, right? Of course, uh, we're seeing a 5-0 right now, and this is going to sound wild, but some people were okay with Mark coming in. Others was like, "Hey, I wish we would have went and got a little bit bigger of a coach," right? Some people really like some of the signings that we made because they feel like it's just adding to what we already had, and what we already had was good enough, and that this would put us over the top. And then others are like, "Man, I wish we would have went, and for the stars." We went for all the big names that we could and say, "Hey, this is LA," like they are for Miami. I think time will tell, to be honest, right? I think that we have to understand that 7, 8 games in, you'll really see where you are, and what type of quality plays that you have, or players that you have. And, they might not be all of the biggest flashy names, but the reality of it is no one really didn't need Luanga before he got here. The ones that watched League One did, but you didn't if you were just a regular MLS fan, right? So, John does pretty good at that, but it still doesn't mean that LAFC fans don't want the front office to see the team the way that Miami does theirs. Like, we also want to attract the bigger names and say, "Hey, look, well, we have Sonny here, we have Denis here, come here and join us," and that would be nice. But for some reason, we like to bring in the unknowns and try to make them the knowns. I can think of the Bogushes and the Bawangas, and they're, hey,
Diego
the
Rossi.
Diego Rossi, you know what I mean? I think that's a fair point to point out what Will is saying, but I also think that we'll have to really evaluate that a little bit more in the season to see where we are.
Yeah. I still stand by my point, but I'm not saying they will be bad. I
Mm,
just don't know how good I just don't know if they're going to be able to take down Miami. I don't know
yeah.
if they've done enough to do that. That's my whole thing. That's who the entire league is chasing, because that's the champion of the league and they got better this offseason. So you're trying to be as good or be able to take them down. I don't know if they can do that. But look, they look really good right now. Son Heung-min, incredible. Estacio looks incredible. Backline hasn't really been challenged too much so far, so I don't really know what to make of them. I mean, they're playing a damn near semi-pro team right now. I don't know what to make of that. It's going to look a lot different on Saturday. But I want to ask the chat this too, Nick. What do you think the second half prediction score is going to be? Are they going to make wholesale changes? Is it going to be, are they just going to park the bus 5-0? Are they going to score more goals? I want to know what you guys think about the second half. But Nick, because they have won 5-0, or they're up 5-0, they play their first game against Miami on Saturday. How confident are you that they're going to win that game on Saturday?
I mean, well, look, man, there's some things we don't know if Messi is going to play come Saturday, right? There's a chance that he won't. I think that will definitely change the dynamic of the game a little bit. But regardless, I think LAFC is going to go and they're really going to compete. I really do. I think that it's going to be more of a game than people think, especially seeing how we're playing now. We're not and to sort of jump back just for a second, Will, you asked if they're going to park the bus. I don't see us parking the bus at all. I see that, I would hope that I see, let me make that clear, is that we do pull the majority of our starters, put in, these young guys, the Ordazes and stuff, and see what they got. Let them cook a little bit, let them get comfortable, and then these guys that are starting today get some rest for Saturday, so we can be, uh, you know, opening night against Miami, who is, you are right, the person that every team should be looking to chase down. Look, when LAFC was on that run and they were winning everything in the moon, people chased us, and that's what you should do. That's what you should want to do, and I think that's healthy, right? And Miami has done great things this offseason. They did great things last year. I am a person that does not hate what they're doing. I want all teams to do that. Um, but I do believe LAFC is a team that will compete because of the players that we have on there. And I think at the end of the day, Sonny has brought um, a culture with him that it will never be enough to lose, and we always want to win, and we want to win in a way that we are, pushing forward and making people uncomfortable. And if we're not doing that, we're not doing our best. And I want to be my best. And I think that's what he brought. And I'm hoping that that's what we see come Saturday against a fierce component. But I hope that it's a game that people are saying, wow, that was one of the best opening games that I've ever seen.
I hope you're right. And I also want to tell you this real quick because I know you're outside. I don't know if you can see the game. There are no changes in the second half. LAFC is bringing out the same
I
starting
don't
11.
like that.
I'm actually okay with it. And I'll tell you why.
I am not.
They're still in preseason. They're trying to shake the rust off to be as sharp as possible.
Mm.
And I think that they at least need to play 60 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not for it at all. What if these guys start getting a little whatever, and then we're up five and someone goes down that's very valuable. So I'm not a fan of this at all. I wish Mark would change something, but we'll see what happens. At no more than as you say, 60 minutes, I will be very irritated.
Yeah, no, I do agree. If it goes over 60, that's stupid because they do need
Yeah.
to preserve some energy. But the good news is, Nick, if this game does get out of hand 7-8-0, I mean it is out of hand already, but let's say it gets 7-8-0, then LAFC are in a unique situation where they could literally have a complete starting 11 of backups and win
Mhm.
and go to the next round. So no one even has to start in the next match
Yeah,
Tuesday.
perfect. Perfect. I'll take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm gonna let you get back to watch it. Before I do, tell the people where they can find your channel at.
Hey man, come and check us out Mondays, 7 Pacific time. Voices of the Black and Gold, and yeah, man, we have a good discussion there. Hardcore fans that speak the truth. Will gets to come by and visit us quite a bit. And Will, thank you for having me on here, man. Glad to see that you're back live watching these watch alongs. And guys, if you haven't, make sure you hit that like, subscribe button for him and get him to his goal. I believe we're looking for 12,000 followers now, Will.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Yeah, we're getting close. Hey, Saturday is the MLS opening weekend. We are finally here. The hell off season is finally over with. We got MLS again from now until December. Thank God. I'm excited. Nick, it's always a pleasure to have you on, my friend.
Thank you, brother.
See you. Good luck to your
All right.
team.
All right, man.
That was Nick Chastain, the voice of Black and Gold. Appreciate him always coming by on these LAFC live watch alongs and doing some post games with me too. He's happy with the way he seems to play. Look at Sonny trying to get to the ball, not able to get to it. Pass back to Lopez, the goalkeeper for Real España. 5-0. What do you guys think though? When I was talking to Nick about that, what do you think? Do you think that LAFC should have substituted most of their starters out? They get 6 substitutions, right? Or is it 5? Or is it's 5? Yeah, it's 5. Should they have made substitutions? I mean, are you cool with these guys playing in the second half? I mean, what do you think? I mean, I said that I think they need to play as much as they can because of getting that rust off of them, not playing much in the offseason. This is the offseason still. I think they should maybe at least play 60 minutes. What do you guys think? Are they risking injury? I mean, anytime you step on the pitch, you're risking injury, right? But should they have substituted these guys out? Yep. Go check him out. Nick Chastain, voice of Black and Gold. Best LAFC podcast there is. 60 minutes at most, no more. Cali Gunner waves. Good forward pressure is LAFC's biggest strength in the game. I mean, honestly, everything is their strength in this game. I mean, they're completely outclassing this other, Real España. Dream says hi. Mr. Mister says if there's no changes by 60 minutes, it's a problem. No, that's true. And look, I agree with that. 60 minutes after 60, I just think they need to play at least 2/3 of the game. I mean, these guys are still hard to believe they're playing in a Champions League right now or Champions Cup, but it's a Champions League. It's hard to believe they're playing in a Champions League in preseason. Like they're still trying to get into form. So that's the reason why I think it's okay to get 60. This is the first live action game that's not a scrimmage that actually matters that they played all season long. And they have a huge game week 1 against Inter Miami. Oh, Real España pulls one back, 5-1. Announcer said probably won't be enough for the tie. Yeah, what gives you that impression? Poor defending though by LAFC. I don't even know who missed the mark on that. Was that Estacio that missed the mark on that? Let's see. Porchis and Estacio were the two closest defenders to the Real España player. They were waving for an off. They were trying to get an offside, but look onside to me. Baptiste scores for Real España, puts them on the boards 5-1. That's kind of sad. I'm not gonna lie to you. That is a little sad that they conceded that goal. They hadn't been challenged really all night long, and that's my thing, guys. I'm telling you, I know that this game looks good for LAFC, but that back line scares the hell out of me. What are they going to do when they're playing against better attacking teams? We're going to see on Saturday how good this LAFC team truly is. Like we're going to see a true test to see if they're able to handle some of these bigger teams, especially on the back line. The back line was an issue last year, so they had to play 5 in the back. They had the three center back set and the 2 wing backs last year because the back line was so bad. Porches has had a bad habit of committing unnecessary fouls. That's true. Oh, they're gonna pull another one back? Oh God. Tell you what, LAFC got their starters out, but they're sleepwalking right now. Oh, nice round by David Martinez. Can he get to it? Oh, he can. David Martinez with the pace. David Martinez looking for Denis. Oh, Denis misses it. How's Denis not get to that? Yeah, Mark's biggest homework is the back line. Back line is still a huge issue. I'm telling you, they should have got it. I can't believe they didn't add a single center back this offseason. I cannot believe they did not add a single center back this offseason. Not entirely sure how that's even possible, but it is. That's what happened. They didn't add a center back this offseason. Mejia, the cross. Oh, it's gonna be deflected out of bounds. It's gonna be a corner for Real España. Deflected off of LAFC. 53 minutes in, 5-1. LAFC still leads Real España. Real España looking a lot better in the second half, though. No, MLS window's still not shut. I think you can add players up until April, maybe even May. Offside, Real España. LAFC ball. Yeah, I don't know why it's so long. It's just how it's always been in MLS. You can add players until May, and then after the summer window opens in July, you can add players until September. Andrew Kim says, new to MLS, is there a salary cap? And if so, is that an issue? There is a salary cap. There's a lot of weird mechanisms for rosters in MLS. There's a lot of different designations and mechanisms: GAM, general allocation money, target allocation money, designated players, U22s, a lot of stuff you can do to add on top of the salary cap, which I think is like 7 million this year. But yes, there is a salary cap and there is spending restrictions in Major League Soccer. It is an issue. Delgado passes it back. Porches. Tillman to Sonny. Segura passes it out wide. Or excuse me, Delgado passes out wide to Segura. David Martinez on the ball. Yeah, I'm watching on FS2. It is not blurry for me right now. Looks good. I think that España is playing better and LAFC are playing worse. I think both things are true. Tillman passes it out wide. David Martinez on the ball. He's offside. There's going to be a goal kick or free kick for Real España. Yeah, he was definitely offside. Out of bounds, going to be a goal kick for LAFC. 57 minutes in. All right, 58th minute. Let's see. I would assume the substitutions will start to come out here in the next minute or so. See guys warming up for LAFC, but I'm not really seeing anything so far. So maybe some of these guys are going to end up playing more. A lot of space for the España player dribbling around. Oh, nice play. Passes out wide. God, LAFC looked terrible this half. Tell of two halves. Yeah, they might be playing very conservative in the second half, but they're not looking very good. They're not playing a controlling conservative ball. They're playing very sloppy. Very sloppy and uninspired ball in the second half. Very sloppy and uninspired. Cross. Ooh, cleared by Tafari. Stacchio clears it. The 60th minute, 5-1 LAFC. 30 minutes left plus added time. Damn. Mark Dos Santos might actually have some of these guys play almost the full game. That's crazy. Okay, they are making a change. Be curious to see who they're taking out. Ooh, that was a dangerous challenge. Denny Bong was able to get around it, though. Bad pass by Denny to Tillman. Tillman pulled down. Delgado passes it out wide. David Martinez. Sonny's wide open. Bad pass by David Martinez. Estacio was able to get ahead on it. All right, Chouinier's coming in. Tyler Boyd and Nathan Ordaz. Let's see who they coming in for. Sonny's coming out for Nathan Ordaz. David Martinez. And probably Stacchio's coming out, I would say. Yeah, Stacchio's coming out for Chouinier. So Denis staying in for the second half. That doesn't really make a lot of sense, but very interesting to see Denis stay in the game. So Chouinier comes on for his Canadian teammate and now LAFC teammate in Estacio. I'll say this. If LAFC score another goal, I probably might call it for the night. I'm still going to do a post-game recap. But if LAFC score another goal, I'll probably go ahead and end the stream. Oh, bad pass. Out of bounds, going to be a throw in for LAFC. Sony is not happy with that second half performance. You're probably right. He has a high standard. Oh my God. Yeah, Real España look a lot better in the second half. Ordaz trying to win the ball. Delgado. Pass it back to Safari. Chouinier. Delgado passes out wide, looking for Tillman. Tillman's able to get to it. Tillman passed it to Delgado. Delgado cross it, whips it in, but way too much on it, goes out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for Real España. Imagine if Real España scored 2 more goals. That'd be crazy. If they scored 2 more goals, the second leg could be interesting, honestly. I mean, because then they'd only be down 2. But then again, LAFC have 5 road goals. I think they still have the home and away goals. I think they still have that in Concacaf. But I'm not sure about that. They might have gotten rid of it. Nathan Ordaz could pass to Denis. He He just held on to the ball way too long. I hope you guys just witnessed that right there. He held on to the ball way too long, and he just doesn't make decisive. He's way too indecisive in the final third. God, he held on to that way too long. He might have been on that might have actually been onside, but my God, I mean, look at it. He should have crossed it. He should have crossed it. I can't tell if that's Delgado or who that is on the other side. I don't think that's Chouanier. I think that was Tyler Boyd. I mean, my God, he was wide open in front of goal. He should have looked. He should have had his head up. I mean, I hope you guys just saw how bad that was. That right there is my biggest criticism of Denis Bouanga. Head was down, held the ball on too long, had Tyler Boyd wide open in the middle. Wide open. Wide open. Probably wouldn't have been able to pass it to him effectively to score, but my God, he was wide open. "65 minutes in, LAFC up 5-1. Oof. Mishit by Denis Bouanga. Think we're seeing the reason why he kept him on. Are you saying he's not because he's not in form? Tillman to Denis. Bouanga passes out wide to Chouanier. Valencia to Delgado. Chouanier passes it to Denis. No, sorry, it was Tyler Boyd, actually. Denis. Three tickets for Saturday. Nice, man. That's a great opener to go to. It's a great opener. Bad pass by Chouanier. Please don't score. I need this man to watch Concacaf. It doesn't look like they're going to score again tonight. Maybe they will, but 68 minutes in. Sloppy ball. Chouanier. Good pass out wide. Denis. Oh, that was actually a decent pass by Denis, but Ordaz, I don't know if he wasn't expecting it. Didn't strike it though on the initial pass. Going to be a corner for LAFC. Denis going to take the corner. That's interesting. Maybe it was a little too. Maybe it was a little bit too far in front of Nathan Ordaz. All right, Denis going to take the corner. See what he can do. Denis with the cross or the corner. Cleared out by Real España. Oof. Porches, man. Another corner for LAFC. Or a goal kick, actually. What the hell Porches was trying there, honestly. That was crazy. Oh, it is a corner. I don't know if they're going to score again. Denis. Terrible cross. Terrible corner by Denis. No one was there. Tillman falls down. He was one of the two corner takers last year. He's not good with the ball in the air, but he pretty normal for him to take the kicks. I remember last year when Sonny was there that he was taking most of them, and I know David Martinez would take some when he was in last year. Remember David Martinez taking them and Son Heung-min taking them last year. Remember Sonny taking a lot of them though when he arrived. Delgado out wide. Palencia looking for a DOS. Oh, then he finished his hat trick. There you go. 6-1. 6-1. All right, guys. It's 6-1 in the 71st minute. I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. There will be a post game to talk about this match. It's 6-1, 71st minute. I expect there to be more changes, but there will be a post game after this game is over with. So look out for that. We'll break down what we saw. But I hope you guys enjoyed this absolute beating by LAFC on Real España. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys like this stream down below. Be on the lookout for that video. And the way you do that is you subscribe to the channel because we're so close to 12,000 and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss any of our videos, especially the post-game recap to this game and tomorrow's Eastern Conference prediction video. Hope you guys have a great night. Absolutely incredible game by them. Couldn't ask for a better start. And until next time, guys, I will see you all soon.